Hey guys, this is Allison, and today I'm going to be doing my review of the 100 for 10. So, this episode was just so insane, y'all. I feel like it was just shot like a movie, and it was so intense, and there were so many twists and turns, which there always are in the 100, but I feel like in this one there was even more than usual because you really didn't know who was going to survive. You didn't know. So, obviously, spoilers, whatnot. So if you haven't not watched this amazing episode, go watch it. It is amazing. So this was directed by Aaron Ginsberg and Wayne McIntyre, which they do my favorite episodes besides Dean White, who's no longer on the show, which is super sad, but I loved his episodes. I loved his episodes as well. And so the thing I love about Wade and Aaron's episodes is that they're so gritty and raw, especially gritty and raw, and they just pull no punches. It's not about, I don't know. I just feel like with their episodes, it's just more they pack a more, emotional punch. And you really see, these stakes that these characters are elevated to. And having to choose and having to, it's a mix of, hope in the midst of, tragedy. And I really just was such a good episode, you guys. So much to talk about, so let's get started. Okay, I thought it was really great how Indra and Octavia shared that moment, and how, Indra, gives the sword. She was going to give her daughter, and then she was like, hey, I know you can do this, remember what I taught you, and she gives her the sword, which is a huge moment, a huge sign of respect. And then, just how she says, I was gonna give this to my daughter, but I'm gonna give it to you. And then Octavia's like, Indra, your people are gonna be wiped out if you lose, if your person loses. And then she's like, you are my people. And I was like, I can't, y'all. Okay, I can't. Indra and Octavia have one of the most interesting mentor-to-mentee relationships. And I just cannot get enough of that relationship. I am so happy, knock on wood, and I'm not even going to, mention it because I want to jinx it. But I just love how Indra, showed up and just was instrumental. And, mentoring Octavia and being there for her and whatnot. I thought that was great. I'm not condoning Octavia's past actions towards Indra physically, but I did think it was a nice gesture for her to support Octavia and be there for her. I also thought it was great, at the end when she's like, Lincoln will be proud of you, which it's a double-sided meaning, I feel like. For me personally, I take that as double-sided because Lincoln would not be, this is my personal opinion, obviously. I feel like Lincoln would not be happy with the way Octavia's gone. He did not support violence. He didn't condone violence. For me personally, I feel like Lincoln would be disappointed in Octavia for the way that she's acted, after his death. But I also feel like at the very end, when she's like, we are one clan, we need to do this together. That's what Lincoln wanted. Lincoln didn't see clans. He didn't see groups. He just saw people as people. And I did think that was a nice gesture, obviously, towards Lincoln. Again, that does not excuse or, totally just give Octavia a clean slate. No. And I think it's BS that the writers are doing that because, I'm sorry, one big hurrah at the end, one good thought that Lincoln taught her does not excuse her past actions. It just does not. I really didn't think Octavia was going to win. I literally thought, I thought Rowan was going to win, and then he was like, okay, or there would be something happen where, Rowan would win or somebody, I don't know. And then, they would somehow, share the space. And I don't know. That's just kind of what my friends and I were talking about in the BFC fam group chat. And so, yeah, the action scenes were just so amazing, y'all. It was just so great. It was so well choreographed. The camera work was incredible. The sound effects were amazing. The music was great. The set design, it really felt like you were in the midst of, a Hunger Games. And I'm so glad Bellamy had this strategy for Octavia when he was like, do what you did on the Ark. You hid. You hid underneath people's noses for 16 years. And I thought that it was just such an important, moment when he's like, hey, like, just hide out and then only kill the last person standing, which is a really smart strategy. And that would be my strategy if, God forbid, I ever had to go into, like, the Hunger Games or something like that. I just thought that was a really good strategy, you guys. So yeah. I want to talk about the Bellamy and Octavia moment. Whenever, like, he's, talking to her and he's like, hey, like, you don't have to do this. And she's like, I don't want to hear your pep talk, blah, blah. I feel like it was an appropriate conversation. I'm glad it wasn't just, like, super, like, oh, I forgive you. Like, no. I feel like Octavia, for me personally, for her to have a good relationship with Bellamy, she needs to admit her mistakes. She has not admitted her mistakes. She has not owned up to her actions. And it just, no. Like, you do not, I'm sorry, but, like, Bellamy should not have to be like, oh my gosh, I love you. And, like, after all the crap that Octavia did to him. And she still doesn't take responsibility for actions. Like, so I feel like that moment was appropriate. And I thought, Bellamy not hugging his sister was appropriate. Because, I mean, he is scared of her. And, she, for good reason, she beat the crap out of him, like, last season. And so I feel like it was an appropriate moment, like, how he still cares for his sister and wants the best for her. Hence why he goes to take down Echo. But they're still not back to where they were, like, in season 1. So yeah, that was interesting. I loved how, Bellamy takes down Echo. I thought that was really exciting. And, like, Echo is just such a snake. But then again, Clark is, I feel like you think such person is such a snake, but then they're all snakes in general because they all make bad decisions for what's best for their people. Like, Clark stealing the bunker. Let's talk about that. So Clark stealing the bunker, it was just like, I did not see that coming. I really didn't. I was like, oh my gosh. Clark is in the bunker, and they've locked the bunker, and I'm like, holy crud. Like, what are they going to do now? And so I feel like in Clark's mind, she knows it's the wrong decision, but she's justifying her actions by again saying, it's for my people. It's for the best. It's so our people can survive. She knows it's wrong, and that's why she saved Bellamy, because when Bellamy got captured, I was like, holy shiz. Like, holy shiz. Like, who? Like, I was having flashbacks, like, is that a new enemy? Like, I didn't know who it was. So, of course, I was, like, flipping out. But, I mean, obviously, like, saving Bellamy means so much to her. And so, in her mind, she knows it's wrong, but she's trying to justify her actions. If she didn't have any shame about it, she would be open, like, well, I'm going to go steal the bunker. But she did that in secret because she knows what she's doing is wrong, but in her mind, she's justifying her actions by, I'm doing what I have to do. In that circumstance. And so, yeah, it's just nuts, you guys. Let's talk about Luna. Like, Luna, wow. Like, Luna is so sassy. I love her. I love how she was just, it was just sad how she was, like, kind of warped just with her experience. And, like, let's be honest, Sky Crew treated her like crap. It was not good. I can understand where she's coming from. Yeah, I kind of knew she and Alien were going to die, but it didn't make their deaths less sad. I feel like the worst for me was Alien, just because I feel like he has so much potential. And, like, I feel like we didn't get enough of Alien. Like, I feel like his character was only just to, like, propel Octavia along. And I feel like he had so much more value than that. And so I was disappointed to see him go. I just thought, like, it was great how, like, he saved her and, like, helped her defeat all those people when she got cornered by those three warriors. Like, when Echo shot him, and I was like, no! Like, I knew it was gonna happen, y'all, but, like, I didn't want it to happen, and it's just, it was so sad when he was like, I can't feel my legs, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, that is heartbreaking, because that's what I experience, like, every day, like, I can't feel my legs, and it's just scary to see that on TV and not get a happy ending, you know what I mean? Especially for someone who's disabled. In that moment he was. And just how he was like, like, I want you to end my suffering. Which I feel like, I mean, if I was shot in the neck and I was like, look, I'm going to die either way, like, I just want to end the suffering. Like, I would want someone to do that for me. Like, I would want someone to put me out of my suffering. So I feel like that was just, it was a really sad moment between Octavia and Alien just because he did come to her defense. And I just thought it was sad. And I don't know. I just really miss Ilian, and I miss his character. So, I mean, I wish Kyle the best. The one death that I was very surprised about was Rowan. I did not see Rowan dying. And yet again, we never did see his eyes, like, glazed over. So maybe he's not dead. Maybe, because we've had the fake out, but, before in 302 when Clark tries to drown him, and then he looks dead, then he comes back to life. We never did get a close-up camera of him being dead. You know, we did with everyone else. We got a close-up of Luna. We got a close-up of Ilian dying. But we just saw, like, Rowan being drowned. But yet, like, we don't know if he's really... We didn't get a confirmation of, oh, he's really dead. I don't know. I don't really think... I'm going to have to wait and see. I don't really think he is dead unless Zach comes out and confirms it. Or we get, you know, obviously, the trailer next season for season 5. I'm not sure. Yeah. So, it was just such a roller coaster of an episode, you guys. It was so emotional, so suspenseful. I freaking loved this episode. This episode is definitely one of my favorites of the season, for sure. Definitely in my top 5 of the season. I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen next, and I really hope they can save Raven. Like, please, like, save Raven. Like, I really want her to be saved, y'all. And, like, I just want her to be happy. I just don't want them to kill her off. I really don't. Like, I just don't. And so I really hope they find a way to save her. I really have no idea where this season is going, you guys. I really don't. We have 3 episodes left. It is so exciting, you guys. Let me know your predictions down below. What do you think the finale is going to look like? How are they going to overcome the whole bunker situation? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.